Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel, and today I'm going to give you no less than 6 versions of You Are My Sunshine. Now this is a bit of a strange tune in that it is so well known and so popular that it's almost been forgotten that it is a country song. But I'm going to tell you a bit of the story about where it comes from before we actually start into it. The song was written by Oliver Hood in the early 30s, and he was a poor cotton worker and a pretty low level musician. And he didn't copyright it, he didn't record it either, but he did perform it. It was first recorded by the Pine Ridge Boys in 1939, and they didn't credit a composer, and it was then recorded by the Rice brothers shortly after, and they did claim copyright for themselves, and Paul Rice from that band then sold the copyright to Jimmy Davis for $35. And Jimmy Davis was a strange old character. He was a country singer and a politician. I think he was the governor of Alabama eventually, and he used to sing this song on the campaign trail, and he would sit astride his horse called Sunshine and sing this very popular song. And so Oliver Hood watched as this song got more and more popular and made lots and lots of money for lots of people, and he died in 1959 having written another song, Someone Stole My Sunshine Away, which is very sad and a damning indictment of the record industry. It was then recorded by Gene Autry, by Bing Crosby and countless others. And certainly in the UK this song has very much lost its country identity. And recorded by kind of middle of the road singers like Max Bygraves in the 50s and 60s, everyone forgot it was a country song. But when the Brother Where Art Thou came out, it was sung by the Soggy Bottom Boys as a sing-along, where they were standing on the stage and the whole audience were singing along with them. And that's the kind of the best that you can do with this song. It's everyone joins in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you the very basic melody, which you will hate, and then I'm going to gradually add swing and syncopation and double stops and drones and little bits of blues, and by the end of it we'll have something which we can all love. So I hope you enjoy this. Let's start off with the basic melody. We're going to do it in the key of G. 1, 2, 3. And you can see that, played like that, okay, you've nailed the melody, but it's really got no character at all. So it's the layers that we can add on to this that make this an interesting song. First thing we're going to do is to add some swing, and to do that you have to break up some of the quarter notes into eighth notes. So we got this little example that goes like this. 1, 2, 3. So it's starting to move a bit now, and with a bit of experience you will be able to swing all sorts of different parts and do it slightly differently each time. So all of the longer notes can be broken up to some extent into shorter notes and given the da 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 da, the swing feel. Let's just do that one again with the backing. Now, going hand in hand with swing, you have syncopation, and this is where you start a phrase either half a beat early or half a beat late, so adding a slight element of surprise. So what we got here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And again, this is just one of a countless number of different variations you could do with the syncopation. So let's hear this with backing. Now, it's still not very country, so let's add some open string drones. And in the key of G, these are mostly going to be D drones and G drones. So the B notes on the A string, you kind of put a D below them. When you play that G, you can put the open G underneath it. On that E, you can put C below it, and D below that. D below the B, and you could, if you want, put a G below that G. And this is something, the adding of drones, which with experience is very easy. It's just a question of working out which notes are going to fit with which melody notes, but it's not difficult. There are some notes which you won't be able to find a suitable drone for, and then that's where you want to add double stops, which are basically fingered notes, second notes. So for the, you might start off. So here for the G note, instead of doing an open G, we're putting a B under it. So the C, we can put an E below it, and then a C below the E. That B below the G again. Again, ending with either the drone or the double stop. So let's hear that with the drones and double stops. So now it's sounding a lot more country. And finally, we can put some blue notes in, because blues is an essential element of every kind of country music, really. So I'm going to go through this slowly. We've got quite a few little blues phrases here. 1, 2, 3. And if you want to know the principles of how to work out blues phrases, what you want to use is what I call the major blues scale, and I do have a video all about that. Basically, we are adding a flattened third to the major pentatonic. So if you were doing a solo, then you could base it all around that scale if you wanted. One final thing you could do, which I've not written out, is some shuffles. So let's just have a little go at that. yeehaw on your hands. If you are interested in learning about shuffles, then I have a video on the Nashville Shuffle and another one on the Georgia Shuffle. Hey, I've got a video on everything! Hope you found this useful. If you would like a copy of the dots, then do subscribe and send me an email. I hope I've managed to bring You Are My Sunshine back to life for you, and that you'll find a lot more interest in it than perhaps you had before. And I'll see you again soon.